and Company.
Yeah! You're tuned in to Live with DJ Steady and Company, where the vibes stay grown, the talk stay crazy, and the energy always crazy. Kick back, let that beat hit, and let us talk to you nice tonight.
All right. I know y'all was looking like he a little off track tonight. I was pulling up the wrong little intro and missed trying to get my head together. Uh, I feel like a kid in a candy store. Y'all don't understand. I just want to shout out to a very important person in my life. Shout out to somebody who blessed me with a wonderful new streaming device. You know what I'm saying? Much love from DJ Steady. But anyway, now y'all know what time it is. It's Wednesday. It's time to lock in, tune in. You know what I'm saying? Grab you a nice beverage, grab you a meal. It's time for some live with DJ Steady and Mel Trini. You know what I'm saying? For your listening pleasures. And this is our first official episode of 2026. You know what I'm saying? Bringing in the new year just right. So I'm going to start. How you living?
I'm good. But I just want to say welcome with DJ Steady and Mel Trini tonight. Steady, you always act so extra.
Oh, I'm doing it again? Yes, this is what I do. I enjoy the company and I enjoy rocking out with my peoples. Of course, if y'all miss my PSA disclaimer as far as social media platforms go, I am now currently streaming on the official Rocksteady Media Network Facebook streaming page. But for those of you that are tuning in from the YT channel, it's still live with DJ Steady and Company for the time being, is what we're holding it down at. And shout out to all my peoples on Twitch. And of course, I want to say, if you're listening, thank y'all for listening. Rocking with who? DJ Steady and Mel Trini, as we bless you for a listening pleasure. And tonight, we're going to talk a little bit about do-overs, some disloyalty, just swing out the gate. And whatever the queen may want to throw an audible, she might be like, Steady, I can't work with that one. So she's welcome to throw an audible, and we can switch up the flow. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling very much new mic, new equipment, who this. So excuse me if I'm sitting here glowing so radiantly. Okay.
For some reason, there's a little bit of a disconnection because I know you just set up something new. So I feel like I'm not coming through. You're not coming through 100% to me on my end. I'm a little bit on the light side.
Y'all know what? I'm super pissed. Y'all probably missed 3 minutes of that. The whole 3 minutes just got missed.
No, we heard you just a little bit on the light side. But we heard you.
I know it because it was coming through from the webcam. It wasn't coming through from the SC3 microphone. Okay, so in case y'all missed that, it ain't even important. It really wasn't. But you rocking with DJ Steady Mel Trini, as I was saying. See what I'm saying? 2026, and we off to these. I'm making 5-year-old mistakes already. We need a new producer again already. I will be shopping for one. I'm putting myself on the bench. It's too much being. I can't even say a one-man band because I got a collective team of wonderful people that's always encouraging me and rocking with me. But again, I would like to say shout out to everybody tuning in from the Rocksteady Media Network Facebook streaming page. A quick shout out to my Live with DJ and Steady people on the YouTube page. Much love to my people on the Twitch page. Sorry, TikTok, we got to work out a discrepancy, but we should get that up and running again soon. Shout out to our chat opening the floor. We got Miss New in the building, sending a good evening to us. You feel me? Yeah, know what I'm saying? You're rocking
Good
with us.
afternoon, my sister. How are you?
Blessings. And Root Life NASA, one half of Handicap and Chill. Y'all catch them live on the Thursday slot, opening the floor for that. And welcome to the 2026 episode of Live with DJ Steady and Mel Trini. And tonight's topic, in case y'all missed it, I was presenting do-overs, desperation, and loyalty. And also saying if the queen would like to throw in a change out question or topic, she's more than welcome to say, hey, stay there. Let's flip flop it. I can't answer that. Let's do something different. Cool. All right. Now.
So what's the first question that we're going to go with? What's the first topic that we're talking about tonight?
All right. Right. I like that. She's swinging.
Let's get right into it. Let's get
right
into it.
into
It's
it.
Sunday late, so let's get into it. the
Right.
meat and the
Okay.
potatoes.
Amen. So I would like to present to you, listeners and viewers out there, if you were given a do over, would you take it or let everything stay the same? Like at this present moment of our lives, you know how we love to talk those flashback questions. Man, if I can go back 5, 10, or even back to yesterday, I would do this differently to maybe change my outcome. So I'm feeling like if God was to just drop that restart button right now in your lap, would you press that reset button? Or would you just be like, nah, I'm kind of cool. I seen it got me this far. I survived it. It taught me lessons over stressing. Let's go.
So what I would say is that I'm probably not going to reset, because if I reset, then I lose my testimony, right? I lose the way that I've learned how to do things based on my downcomings and my downfalls and the rough patches that I went through. I think we all go through rough patches to teach us lessons and for
Right.
us to grow and develop. So I think if I didn't have those rough patches that I had, I probably would not be where I am today. Those things are what makes me Mel Trini, right? Because if I didn't have children at a young age, right, would I be pushing myself and motivating myself to do more, to drive myself to do more? Because it's beyond me at that point. At a young age, it's beyond me. I got to think about somebody else, right? So it drove me to be someone that would go out there and do what I needed to do, take care of mine. But if I didn't have my children at such a young age, I probably would have been a slacker. I'm not gonna lie. I was a spoiled kid, and I probably
Wow.
would have been a slacker. So having my kids did motivate me to have more drive, more vision, because it was beyond thinking about myself. It was thinking about someone else as well.
Intriguing. Intriguing. Shout out to G17. We see you in the
I
comment
see you,
section.
G17 in the
I get it.
building.
You feel me? So for me, my stance on it is right. I'm known to say it. I wouldn't change nothing myself, neither. I'm more of a everything happens for a reason in its right season to teach you that lesson, to keep you be all rhythmatic and stuff. All right, but nah,
Mhm.
for real though, I feel like everything that happened was supposed to happen at its right place and time. Only thing I probably could change about it in that moment is maybe my temperament to certain situations. Because as a water element, being a Pisces, there's moments where I probably could have been more vocal about my feelings on certain things that I kind of just, became this pacifist and was like, okay, I'll take it and move on. So, yeah, yeah.
Okay, I agree. I agree. So someone in the audience said, "Let everything stay the same, treat it as a lesson, and move forward," which is a great comment. I think that's 100% what you're saying. Let everything stay the same, because again, that is your testimony. The trials and tribulations that you went through is your testimony to show how you got out of it, right? And we go through all these different things in our life for a reason, right? And
Mm,
everybody has a season and a reason why we go through those things, right?
right.
So I agree, stay the same, because if you were to change that, you probably wouldn't be steady. I
No,
wouldn't be Mel Trini. I know I wouldn't be Mel Trini.
absolutely. And it's that thing we see it in certain shows or movies about time looping and how that could be more destructive than beneficial too. So, being able to have that power to change certain outcomes could flip flop your future success in your endeavors. Like you could probably even possibly lose the love of your life in that moment because you wanted to sway another direction, and that could have really delayed everything. So I definitely feel like once you really think about it, as video for all my gamers out there, I know, you know, you easily hit the reset button. You can't pass your mission, you hit reset. Your life gets wasted, hit the reset. This is reality. There's no opportunities to reset. I just want to encourage you and say it's okay. If you caught our New Year's Eve segment, we were speaking about elevation and how,
Mm,
not being afraid to be the architect of your life to kind of build and establish yourself. So sometimes instead of a restart, just rebuild.
I love that you said that. Yeah, rebuild. I love that you said that. I when you made a reference to a game, right? So, life is just not really like a game, because things are in place all the time when you go to the game. Like, if I go on the left and I go in this room, I'm gonna find a bag with ammunition or a lifeline, and it's gonna help me in there, right? You know what's in there. right? Because
Right.
it's playing out to be there. But life is so different. You may turn that circle again, and that lifeline won't be in that room. It's not planned out to be there, right? When things shift in life, they are not going to always be the same. So, just your reference to the game, life is much different compared to that because there's
Right.
no when you shift, everything shifts along with you.
Ev-
But shifts are good sometimes. I won't say it's not good because I've been that type of woman that pick up in this role and leave everything behind. And that's a big shift in your life. But I've always been able to stand on my 2 feet after. So shifting is good sometimes, but not the whole life. That's not a redo.
No,
Not a redo.
absolutely not,
Exactly.
man. I just, especially as you get older, with age comes wisdom. So, sometimes it's good to have a story to tell, because if you restart everything, you take away the folklore, you take away passing knowledge down to the next generation of, back in such and such time period, this went wrong in my life. What lesson would you be able to teach the future now if at random you're restarting every time?
Hmm.
It takes away the learning factor. You was always eager to just reset instead of powering through and play life the way it was meant to be played, living it.
Or you miss out on the relationships that you've built that you have now, like your best friend, right? Would that be a person in your life now? I think about
Mm.
the redo. I probably would have my beautiful kids. Like I love my kids. They drive me and they motivate me to do so much more as a mom. And they're each and every one of them have their special traits about them. So I think like if I would have reset, I probably wouldn't have had some of them that I had. My kids, I wouldn't have had like maybe I wouldn't. My son maybe wouldn't have been here. My daughter would have been here, and that would have made me not the person that I am today. That would have shifted me into someone different. They're all here for a purpose, and they help develop me to be the best person that I can be. So that shift would have definitely took some people out of your life that probably would have been here.
Aw. Can we give her an aw? 1, 2, 3. Aw. Okay. I'm having way too much fun. But no, I love it. And, especially with you being what I consider a social media enthusiast and, all those things, as well as a career woman, there's have, what I'm saying, doing restarts, you might not even be as interested into these future comings as you are now, because you didn't hit that reset button. Like you said, you might want to still be on the island, sipping a nice beverage out of a coconut or some pizza fruit, in the tropics.
I'm telling you, I might have been there. Sure, I might have been there, or I could have been that chick staying up in my mama house still. Ain't trying to do nothing with my life and this, that, and the other.
Man, so
You
just
just don't know how stuff pan out like that, right?
nah, man. But it's good to know now, right? I'll be looking back, and then I think about me, even with having health issues, having the spina bifida, uh, having now being the amputee, and so forth and so forth. And I always be like, you know what? I wouldn't change nothing about me, about my moments, about these things happening, because they happen to teach me something. They happen to make me
Mhm.
a better me, where most people look at it and be like, "Nah, I probably could have unalived that. Like that probably wasn't my moment. I probably could have waited it." And I'd be like, I laugh. Like I laugh at my pain, like using that reference, because I'd be like, it makes me stronger. It makes me more empathetic. It makes me, not give people a reason also to be like, you have to feel sorry for me because of it. It's like,
Mhm.
no, I want to encourage people. It's okay. I'm a living testimony. W-
I love
all
that.
ailments ain't physical. A lot of them can be mental, but we're surviving.
I
You
love
know.
that. I love that. They say God knows what he was doing when he made us and what our purpose was. And you have your purpose. Your purpose was to be here and to have your company, Rock Steady,
Yeah,
right?
rock, rock,
It was
rock.
meant to be because you may not have been here doing this. You may have been running the streets. You might have been locked up. You would have probably had some other deal if you didn't have the issues that you have going on, right? So that's a blessing in itself, right? Because it's blessing you in so many ways. You're impacting so many people with doing this podcast and so many people that you're bringing over to this podcast. You're changing lives, and you probably wouldn't have done that if you were in a different situation.
I 1000% agree with you on that, beloved. And, you know, even speaking on something personal, like the passing of my mom at the time that she passed, doing too much. But even that was a thing I had to deal with that I probably want like I don't think I could relive doing that all over again. I miss
Definitely.
I'm trying to do something. Y'all forgive me, I'm trying to do something really quick because I forgot to upload something to my mainframe. And where is it? Eeny, meeny, miny. Hmm? Well, hmm.
I mean, you have to give us a chance, FB and YouTube, because we are now streaming from a different platform. So this is all new today. Today is like test and trial day.
I'm 1,000 miles ahead of myself, and I'm looking for something that's
But
probably
the more and more he does it, it's gonna get better and better. And we just thank you guys for hanging in with us. I know we had a little bit test and trial, but we got some new equipment out and we're
true.
trying that out as well, right?
Right.
But we're also going to be coming up with Pink Table Talk with me. As I got a little pink on today to represent Pink Table Talk, I thought about
Yeah.
as I was on here. You saw that? Did you see that pink, Steady? I put the pink on today for
Crush
Pink
pink.
Table
Okay.
Talk.
Look at me. We're about a distraction period. Not even important. I can deal with that later. But yeah, right. I love pink. So, what is your expectations for the Pink Table Talk? Real quick sidebar. What are you bringing to the world with Pink Table Talk?
Live conversation, live conversation. So we're going to talk about what's happening today. We have conversations about, things happening in the world, hot topics that are out here right now, and also some of have special guests and different guests. And we're going to basically have conversations and kind of debate, a little bit of a debating, right? And there's going to be a special portion in Pink Table Talk that there's going to be two games, whether it be this or that. So you're going to tell me you prefer this or you prefer that, and I will throw out some things. And also, too, it's going to be a speed round to tell us about who you are, and for us to kind of get to know you a little bit better for the guest hosts that are going to be on there. I'm going to have a lot of guests. I'm going to have someone who's going to talk about business on a platform, talk about religion on the platform. So there's a lot in real life stuff. We're going to talk about teenage moms. We're going to talk about disabilities and how we're overcoming that. There's a whole bunch of things that are going to be talked about on Red Table Talk. We're going to talk about social media, right? We're going to talk about kids. I'm even going to have a special guest, my son, who's going to talk about football itself as well on Pink Table Talk. So we're not going to minimize it. We're going to open it up to have debates and teach people things on what's going on in the world. So I'm excited about Pink Table Talk.
I'm excited for you and I welcome you with open arms. And you're going
Thank
to be fantastic at it. You're going to be because you're a student of the game and you're a quick learner. And I've seen what you've done in the realm of being that social media influencer and utilizing your platforms to voice your opinion, do some marketing work. I feel like you're going to be natural at it. So I'm manifesting great success and love as you continue this journey of podcasting.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Steady. I
Yes,
think he's
yes.
just being nice to me because I'm under his network.
I don't know if she's talking about I plead the fifth. All right, all right. It's time to get into topic number 2. Yes, we got another one to put on the table so y'all don't run away. You know what I'm saying? Put it on y'all. If you woke up as the last human on Earth, what would the first thing like? What is your first thing? What's your first initial reaction? What are you doing first? You woke up and you was I am legend. You just woke up and nobody else was here but you. Let's go.
All right, so I'm the last human on Earth, and so what I'm gonna do is try to protect myself, right? So I'm going to look for things that is going to secure me because obviously, if I'm the last human on Earth, I don't really know that. So I'm gonna try to get things that are gonna protect me. I'm going to look for food. So I'm gonna look for a secure shelter. I'm gonna look for food, and I'm gonna also look for signs of any living people on there. Because obviously, I don't like talking to myself on social media. So why am I gonna like talking to myself in real life? So I'm gonna look for somebody, or I'm gonna be like that guy. What's that guy off of that show when he got trapped on that island from the plane wreck? Castaway. I'm gonna have to get me a new friend, get me a mannequin, somebody I can chop it up with. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get me a wing, Mel Trini, a Mel Jamaica or something. I don't
Right.
know.
I'm feeling it.
You know,
Right.
I gotta give me somebody to talk to and conversate with and live life with because I'm on here by myself, medical stuff, make sure I'm gonna be good medicine to get me in a CVS, go catch in a CVS and see what they got in there.
No, for real. Cause and I love what you said, which nobody thinks about it. It's at last human on Earth. You don't know what else is out there. As
Yeah.
we've seen in countless sci-fi and thrillers, there's guaranteed to be something out here, something mutated, and something is here, and you ain't by yourself. Let's be honest. So I love your survival tactics and your instinct is I'ma survive. Cause me, I woke up and I was the last human on Earth. Ain't no telling what I don't know. Because I'm already introverted myself, so it kind of be like being by myself. You be like, I'm used to being by myself, and I definitely agree with the whole mannequin thing. I think that would be me is setting up a whole little community, and going to visit a neighbor's house with a bunch of mannequins, and I don't know, just being weird like that.
So Vivian said, because I would cry because I hate to be alone. I totally get it. I totally get it. Because I don't like to be alone either. I just said I don't even like to talk to myself on social media in that room on TT. I hate that. I be phoning a friend real fast, like, hey, I'm about to go on. Come on, be with me. I don't want to be alone. I don't like being alone either. However, if that's why I'm saying I want to go look to see if somebody else is out there. I don't want to think that I'm alone. I want to go look for somebody else out there. And then I want to prepare myself to be able to be okay. So I want to get like water, food, resources, medication, things like that. So I can be okay and I can be safe. Right. But yeah, I don't like being alone. I agree with you 100%, Vivian.
Respect, man. It's all fun and games until you actually have to live that life, right? You know, as kids, you go through the whole, struggle from, infant stage to adolescence to teen to young adult. So it's always a discrepancy between aging and adults being adults towards you. So I get it. You would expect from that perspective, be like, I can't wait to be alone. Like even movies like Home Alone, he woke up in a house by himself. That was kind of a perspective of what it's like to be the last person because he was the last person in his household who had to learn to survive, learn how to deal with what was coming from the outside for attacks and invasions. So,
Mm-hmm.
it's not as easy as you would think. I would think, you know what I'm saying? I just don't feel like it'll be that easy. It's easier to talk it, like, yeah, that's cool. That means I can go rob a bank. Like at that point, you have no need to rob nothing if you're the last human, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because what you
And
gonna
no need
spend
to
it on?
spend the money. Exactly. There's no need to spend the money. The money is not there. Like you ain't gotta buy nothing. You going up in the stores. Everything is free. FREE free up in there. Ain't nobody else to charge you. Who gonna charge you? They're your companies now.
You up there arguing, you're gonna be up there like Mr. Smith up there arguing with a bunch of mannequins and
Mhm.
having conversations with yourself because you realize they ain't gonna hand you the money because they mannequins.
So Vivian, I know you, and you are such an so Vivian has a lot of companies, and she has to take out her unique sense of thought to be able to make shirts and different hoodies and different things that she has. So check her out if you guys haven't. But you would be able to go ahead on there and you would start doing your own little thing in there. You'd be creating all types of stuff in there. Your creative side of you is gonna come out and shine out because you're like, well, you know what? I'm by myself. I might as well make a friend, okay?
Absolutely. Speaking of friends, look who has decided to join the party.
Hey, Sheena.
Right, right. I'm gonna say hey Trip because I don't think I graduated to that stage using formal names. I don't care because it's up there publicly. I still know you as Trip.
Hey Trip, how are you? Thank you for joining us tonight.
Look, why you gotta be extra?
Oh my goodness.
Nobody asked you to flip that up and then put a little sex appeal on it. Nobody asked you to do none of that. Just extra. We hope y'all love rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? Because if you stay
Exactly.
ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
Ain't
And
gotta get ready.
you dig? So, do you want to throw an audible real quick? Give you an option if you want to put a specific topic on the board because the third one was kind of a show closer type of topic, but we still got some time on the board. What do you want to engage? What do you want to curve the audience with?
So I want to ask the audience, right?
Okay.
When you go out in the dating field, right? What do you think is too soon to get physical? Do you think there's a time frame, or you think there's no time frame? Do you think there's a such thing as being too soon to get physical when you just start dating someone? What's too soon?
Wow.
DJ Steady, like what? It's a new year.
That's an interesting topic. I didn't expect that to hit right out the gate.
Vivian said, "Oh no, I would
But
wait until somebody finds someone finds me. Girl, you're gonna be hitting somewhere in a hole. You know, gonna find
oh
me, girl.
God, baby, you're gonna be like 28 days later. You sitting there waiting. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to get it together,
You
sister.
on Vivian, you got to go find you some food, honey. Stop playing with them. Go get your food. Getting your resources.
But
Be over there hiding, waiting.
okay, so you're talking about the dating spectrum of things and fresh. You're talking like fresh date, like how soon is too soon before intimacy is put on the table.
Oh yeah, like how soon is too soon, and how long is too long?
I think that depends. I think that depends on the vibe of one another. I feel like how are you being coded to date, or is it we're being friends with benefits? Like, what angle is it coming from to really decode that? Because nowadays we live in this microwavable world of everything. They want it right then and there. I already, it's take on a date. It's feed me, screw me, and next day we already married and I expect children by the end of the week. So there is too soon is I feel like too soon is depending on the last previous relationship type deals, how long you've been celibate, and I feel like how long for me, I'm gonna go like I feel like at least give it 3 to 6 months. Let it gradually happen. I don't because I gotta still feel you out. Like I gotta know what's your triggers, what's your emotional state like, how do you react in environment, are you okay with, I gotta be acceptable to whatever you bring to the table, and that includes children. I have to be accepted to that, but everybody knows run that first date, don't nobody really reveal they got kids till you wake up the next morning and you be like the little boy from the Taraji P movie talking about welcome to Wakanda.
Did you see Vivian? Vivian said, "I'm grown, so when I want to have
Hey,
she says when I want it, I will have it when I want it." Ooh, Vivian.
that was very
Wow.
aggressive, right? You definitely
Wow.
you're giving Sex Panther. You very much gave Sex Panther in that moment.
I didn't
Eh,
know. I didn't see that side of you before, Vivian, and I know you.
I don't even know how to react to that, ladies and gentlemen. One of our lovely viewers, G17, she was just saying she grown, like she grown. And I get it. A lot of us go, if I grown, if the urge hit, and you probably question me like, DJ, why you capping? You know what I'm saying? Why you in here and streaming? You knew if she was really attractive, if you had that one night with Mel Trini and she done took you out for wine and a nice steak dinner, and as soon as she get back to the house, you ain't looking for no peck on the cheek for somebody like Mel. You like, hey, we finna go in here. I'm gonna go ahead and put on whatever little vibe of music, a little tone. She gonna set that tone and she gonna seduce me. I feel like she's gonna slowly, gradually seduce me without trying to seduce me. But I don't know, audience. What
So
y'all think?
She's Triple says, "Yeah, I'm with Vivian." So what I would say is, when you think about it, there's like some people they meet someone, they sleep with them on a first date, and then they marry them, right? That's my forever person, right?
Right.
And there's people that do that, and then they never hear from the person again. Like, nah, she was mad easy. I got on the first date, man. They ain't wifey material. That ain't wifey material.
No.
So it's like you ask yourself, right? How soon is soon, and how long do you wait, right? Because you get perceived by some people if you give it up too easily on that first date or that first like second date or whatever, that you're easy, right? And you're not wifey material because you're doing that for everyone, right? And then if you wait too long, you might be received as like, she is too slow, honey. I've been here sitting here for months. Making
Absolutely.
it for months on this child. She ain't gonna never give it up. But some men love that. Some men love a woman that makes them work for it. It's something about making them work for it that they tend to love. They're like, yeah, she ain't easy. I'm working for this. I gotta put my work in for this.
Right. Real quick, moving on to our social media comment section, Miss Nunu says, I really need to get to know that person. So she want to go through the dating period. You know what I'm saying? Good for you, Nunu. Take the dating period's grace and mercy to fill that out before
That's
you
my sister,
dive
y'all.
in.
That's my sister.
You know what I'm saying? And Trip is over here letting everybody know she not Team Viv over here. She got her Panther. You over here scaring off the people.
Oh my goodness. Vivian is she a player from the Himalaya. She said, who said I was gonna see him again? She said, I wasn't interested in that. I
She
was
said,
interested in what I was
"Wham, bam,
interested
thank you,
with.
ma'am." That's it. She's done.
And then Nunu, Jana Marie says, I don't want any regrets. That's how I feel. You're on the same exact page with me. I don't want any regrets. And then the thing about it is, like, you want to be able to say that there's some kind of substance in what you got going on with the person before you get into that position with them. It's got to be some type of substance, right? Because at the end of the day, I'm still kind of old school, and it may be really, really old school, but I'm like, your body's your temple kind of old school, right? So you gotta be careful who you're sharing your temple with, kind of thing.
Look at,
Cause I'm a
see,
little old school for
see.
that.
She's the type. Once they get it, it's gonna be like baby boy, and she
We
gonna wake up.
forever, ever. We
She gonna wake up and
forever.
nigga, what my car? I got the car, Jody. She gonna have to get her back. That's what type of issue she gonna deal with her waiting so long. But
Okay.
Nunu again says, but then again, she has been married more than half of her life, so I can respect where your angle
But
is
she's
with
saying the
this.
way I move, baby, I'm bagging them. I'm bagging them the way I move, baby.
Absolutely. We got a Joseph Chapman from our YouTube channel has tapped in, ladies and gentlemen, saying you value it more when you work for it. Absolutely. Because that is sacred. That is the exchange of not just bodily fluids. We're talking about that is soul transference. For those of you, if you know, you know. You have to be physically, spiritually, and mentally connected for that to create. So I probably
So
went too deep
Joseph,
over y'all
since you're
heads.
on
Don't even worry
here
about it.
and you're a next male, so we're getting another male's perspective because we have a lot of females on here right now. How long do you think is too long to wait?
Please let
From a
us know.
male's perspective, from your perspective. What do you think too long is, right? Because you're saying that, hey, you want to value it more, but how much value do you need?
Right? Are we talking Teddy? Are we going Teddy P? I waited all day long just to hold you in my arms. Are we going uh Plies? Are we effing the wood?
See, Triple H just says, I had to wait. I don't want it if everyone can get it. That's what I'm saying. It something about the fact that you had to work for it. You waited for it. You value it more, right? It's just not thrown out there. And I'm not saying that there's women out there that do that and they bag the man. They bag them. I get it. That's good, good. They got that good, good. They bag them. I get it. But then there's I mean, when you tell your homeboy how much essence is in there, like in their conversation and you say, "Yeah, I met this girl, and the first night I was able to get down with her." Like your boy's looking like, "Man, she mad easy." Mind you, you just wiped her up. The girl that they're saying is like, "You're mad easy," right? There was no value in her. She didn't make you work for her body, right? It was just something that was given away easily. Then, back to what Triple said, then everybody can get it that way. Because if I got it that way on my first date, who else is getting it that way on their first date?
Danger. She smashed a homie. If you know, you know. No more than 6 months. You know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
Joseph
It's what,
just responded back. You want to read it?
okay. Hey, let's go with Joseph. You and just let it happen. Don't try to force it. I don't know why, Joseph. I thought that's how your voice would have came out if you was reading it, but yeah.
I was gonna say, what happened to your voice? Your voice is completely changed out there.
You know, you gotta follow that chemistry and let it happen. Absolutely, it's a chemistry connect, but not everybody's built like that because of this whole age gap and so many technology, social media. uh the reality shows have kind of changed the perspective to where you don't see it as a chemistry match anymore. It's just a popularity contest. You know what I'm saying? It's old school drawing straws of, hey, who gonna knock her down first? I bet you I can get her for the end of the night. He, no, it's back and forth. Lord Jesus,
Well, we didn't say she was cheap. We
she's
just
not some
said
cheap
that.
floozy. She's not, ma'am. In the words of she was she's a honest okay. Okay.
But what I would say is you said I think that it's also being valued with finances, right? Because you hear about the guy saying, "I flew you all the way out here. You ain't gonna give me none. I bought you this expensive lobster dinner and all of this stuff I did with you today. And you ain't gonna give me none? Then you need to go on with yourself then, girl." So you thought because you got this stuff for me or you flew me in town to spend time with you, I just have to give it up to you because you spent a couple of dollars, right? That's like conversation that should be had at this point because whatever happened to I flew you out so we can have more of a connection. Whatever if I flew you out so we can communicate better, we can see how the chemistry is, right?
Yeah.
It's oh, because I paid for this ticket, I paid for you to be here with me in this bed.
Well, you know what, sir? You know what you could have did? You could have found somebody at there's still
Locally,
streetwalkers.
baby. You can find
Thank you.
somebody
There's still
local.
streetwalkers and ladies of the night, and you could have left that $40 on the dresser. So that's on you, Mr. High Roller, because
Mhm.
you decided that you wanted to go ahead and buy her love, and all you bought was disappointment.
Okay,
Man,
so we got a couple comments coming in. They're coming in
right, they are
strong.
pouring in. Let's start with Nunu really quick. Okay, some people are really mature and know what they want. It could work out. Does not mean they are easy. Yeah,
Okay.
but that level of maturity is a rare find, and that's why they prefer to stay single because of that freaky nastiness out there. You dig? And then flipping over to Joseph, treasures are kept for safekeeping. If it has no value, you will throw it away. You
Hey, clock that, Joseph.
All right, real quick, Joseph. Another man's trash is another man's treasure too. Just to counter that.
And so we
Yeah.
have Jean Marie.
Hey, Ray
I agree.
Sunshine says, I agree with Nunu. Oh, she was about to say the same thing. Oh God. Sex Panther says, oh, believe me, Joseph, you won't throw it away. And
I
concluding
can
with Nunu, $40.
$40. What's $40, Nunu? What is $40?
Please explain to us because I want to know.
And Joseph seems like a very smart individual. So I think he knows when he has something good. So I think he sounds like a smart individual. So we'll see
We shall see. That's
how
interesting.
Joseph is.
That is thing. You know, you really made people put on their think topic, because I'm still Mr. I still think chivalry is dead, because I'm the type of person that loves to still hold the door for you. buy you the flowers and the chocolates. You know what I'm saying? Stay on the phone while you fall asleep. Like those are the things that I like to do. I'm a big fan of, going to the beach. You know what I'm saying? Picnic in the park type of vibes. You know what I'm saying? Dinner ain't gotta be super expensive. I ain't say we gotta go 5 star, but when I want to go have a nice dinner, I want us to dress up in nice little casual wear and go out. You know what I'm saying? Don't be calling me out, Nunu. This was directed at me.
She
You're
said,
the one
because
that
you
said
said
get.
ladies of the night. You said she was telling you what the ladies of the night rates start with. Okay, she's like, hey girl, let's talk about
You are the
$40
one that
rate.
said getting this. Yeah,
Oh,
getting
he said leave
escort,
$40 on a nightstand. Oh no, did you say that?
make a little money, leave
Steady?
a little on the dresser.
Not in this
Y'all know.
economy, Steady. Not no $40 in this economy. What you think this yesterday prices, not today prices, baby.
Also true.
No, you better tell him yesterday prices, not today prices. $40. They gonna look at you like you crazy.
Well.
And I heard you say that. So my thing is this: I've been independent for a long time, and I did the single thing, and it's like, when I'm dating, they want to do this open door thing. And I'm like, man, or they want you to like sit in the car and they want to go across the open door for you. I'm like, man, I could have been out the car already and we could have been headed to the door. Okay. Why I gotta sit here and wait for you to open the door for me? I mean, I'm not handicapped and I get it. I get the, opening the door situation. I get it. But I'm that type of girl, like, we going to dinner. You open the door for me? Yeah, because you got to that door before I did. But I'm not finna sit down there in the car and wait for you to get out the car and go around the door and open the door for me. Like, I can open the door. I'm not handicapped. That's how I feel. I don't know how
No.
others feel about
No.
that.
If you still in this live, get your sister. She extra. Ain't
Who,
nobody
me?
need her doing all that. I'm going home. She want to do all that. We can drop her right back off, or
Who,
get her
me?
an or we getting her an Uber. You ain't finna take my kindness and play off that. I'm trying to be nice, and you wanna be ungrateful. You can't do me like this, David
It's
Ruffin
not
voice.
about being ungrateful. It's about
Oh,
listen, we finna go out to have a good time, okay? What am I doing? Sitting here fiddling my thumbs waiting for you to come open up the door when I can open it up? I trust me, honey, I see the efforts. I see it. And it's okay. But you opened the door for me. That is great. I got in the car, but when we get out the car, honey, I can get out myself. The ladies, what do you think about that? Do you think I'm being like crazy about that? Or you like,
yeah. You
you
know,
think
I'm
I'm
finna
being
add my
needy?
contrast, right? As a person of the handicapable community, if you gonna do it by yourself, and I ain't gotta work extra hard, I can save me a little breath. Then by all means. Believe me, baby, I am not here to knock you for doing that. And you might just earn a nice, valuable dessert reward for
Sheena
doing
said
that.
you missed what she said to you, Steady. How dare you?
Oh, I overlooked. I'm sorry, love. Let's go back and see what you had spoke on. What I missed, because I think read your stuff. I don't see what you said. Are you talking about this comment? That's the last previous comment. Don't make you wait if it's raggedy, then you're mad. Was because that's the only thing I see on my list, love. Unless some kind of
Well,
way got
listen. Well, nobody thinks. I don't know, Sheena, what you think, but nobody thinks the thing is raggedy. I'm sorry. Even if it is raggedy, ain't nobody thinking they think it's raggedy. Everybody thinking what they got to offer is creme de la creme. Okay, I'm just saying. Because I don't know no guy that's gonna walk in and say, "Yeah, I like you. I'm gonna do this, that, the other," but I'm gonna tell you my game is raggedy. No, it's never like that. You don't disclaimer. I'm about to put you in this bed, but my thing is raggedy. It don't happen. They don't do that. They don't do that. Everybody thinks they are running with the best of the best. Okay, even the ones that have the raggedy.
my man Joseph says it's a respect factor. Some men are protectors. Shout out to the protective men. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to them.
I'm
I
a
get it.
protector.
Okay, so if you have a protective man, right? And you have a woman that wants to open the door, right? Is she taking away the fact that you want to be a protector? Do you think that?
It's she
Oh my gosh, I am so Vivian, I listen, it's my independence. And I'm working on that then. Okay, I'm gonna work on that. It's my independence.
a little demasculating, ladies and gentlemen, don't you think? True, true. See, Trip, I'm acknowledging true, true is the current statement. You
Yes, yes. I know. 'Cause, Trip knows. Trip knows.
know. Nunu says, "Oh, you want to read this one? Go ahead."
Yeah. No, yeah, you got it.
Nah, I was doing voice characters. If I'm gonna be Joseph, I'd rather read it with some Joseph
Okay.
in it. I can't do.
I am more than okay with the date opening the door. I will enjoy the entire experience. I want to see his mannerism. Right? So listen, I would say that I enjoy it too, but you opened the door for me. The restaurant is right there. I gotta sit here and twiddle my fingers. That's just me. I feel like I don't want to sit there and twiddle my fingers. I feel like I can open the door up. You meet me at the door. We'll walk out and hold hands and walk to the door to the restaurant. I'm good with that. Like, I don't need to sit in the car because, truth be told, my mouth is watering. I'm ready to eat. I'm just that girl. I'm not no salad eating girl. Okay. Ex my boo boobs. He knows. I'm not no sad. I like a little Olive Garden salad. Don't get me wrong. I love me a little Olive Garden. Okay, salad. But I'm not a salad eating chick. So if you wouldn't take me out to eat, let's go. Let's get it. I'm ready.
Y'all see if y'all ever see that movie White Chicks, why she just put me in that mind of that scene, right? When homeboy was trying to get her, it's like, yeah, she'll have a salad. What you mean? Nah, I want the ribs. I want lots and lots of sauerkraut. So that's the mind that you put me in when you said that. Like,
I'm not like that. I'm not observed. That's crazy. I'm not like that. But I don't be sitting down and eating no salad. Like, we finna get chicken wings as an appetizer. Hit me up with the steak and the mashed potatoes and the broccoli. Like, give me all of that when we eating. Give me all of that.
she said, stop thinking roses. Think
Oh,
diamonds.
trust me, I think diamonds. Trust me, I think diamonds. I just I work in an environment that time is money, right? So the time that I'm sitting there, just waiting for you to come across to the car, things could have been happening,
Indeed.
right? But maybe I gotta work on my patience. Maybe I gotta work on my patience. That's something that I can work on for 2026. Maybe that's what I gotta work on.
All right, we're gonna conclude this topic with Nunu's statement that she will pick a man that I will pick a man that is fast on the draw. You know, she want a quick draw, 6 shooter. I ain't come to play no games.
Pow
Get the
pow
job
pow.
done. You go ahead, Miss Ten Booties.
No, 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 no. Let me correct you. We are down to 9.5 or 9.25. Okay. No, 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 no. No, no, no. We're not doing that. No. We're gonna embrace every bit of it that was lost in my sister. Okay. Every bit of it. Okay. There is no longer 10 there. Okay. That's what we're not gonna do. Not,
Well,
not
we're
with my
not gonna do.
sister.
Well,
And this is
correct
for my
me.
sister. Bet. Okay. We're not gonna do that.
Crazy word.
Exactly. That was a great topic that came up about men and dating. See, that's what's going to happen on Pink Table Talk. We're going to have those type of conversations, right? But the difference is we're going to have a panel involved and they're going to talk back and forth on there about what's going on. And of course, we'll still have the audience, but we'll have a live perspective from a woman and a man at that as a debate about the dating field.
Intriguing. I'm wishing you well support. I hope I get an invite to some of these panels, by the way, just cause I'm over here on live with DJ Steady and Rock Steady Media
You
Network.
know, you're a
Don't mean
busy guy. I'm gonna have to like invite you in advance. You just have so much stuff going on here right now. You know what I'm saying? And thank you guys in the audience for like chiming in. You guys been doing your thing. I just have to say shout out to y'all out there. Okay, y'all was aggressive on here. And
really aggressive. That's what I'm saying.
Vivian, Vivian said, check yourself, honey. You going for roses, honey, when you should be going for diamonds. Okay, get it together now.
Well, I for
Vivian
one
just
would like to
downplayed me,
state,
honey.
don't worry about me. We still getting a 2-for-1 at the Sizzlers dealing with me. I don't care because you're thinking about roses and diamonds. Okay.
I wouldn't say that, I'm an expensive person. Like, when you think about dating, like, I want to date to get to know you. I want to date so you can get to know me, right? And for those people that do that movie date thing, like, what are you talking about in the movie theater when you're supposed to be quiet watching a movie? Like, who goes on a date to the movie theater and you're trying to get to know someone, right? So, and dinner, I'm okay with dinner, but I'm not feeling dinner too much as like the first and second date because It's like it gives me like FBI detective kind of vibe. Like, you got kids, how many kids you got? What's their names? How old are they? You got problems with your baby daddy. Da, 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 da. It's like so many questions. I be like, dang.
You didn't had
And
that
you just looking
experience
them straight
happen.
in their face, just having that conversation.
You didn't had
You
that
know,
happen to you in real lifetime, huh?
it's
Yeah.
happened to everybody. Steady.
Okay.
Don't act like it
It's
ain't
just
never
because
happened
the
to
way
you.
you just went in on it, I felt like somebody disheartedly upset at you.
Steady, that's
Shame
it.
on
Happened. You're in
shame
the
on whoever that
audience.
person.
Tell me if you don't think that when you have dinner with someone on the first date, there's not a question and answer marathon going on. Just keep it real. She done said me. I don't know, me what?
Right.
Somebody said, right. That's what I'm saying. It's like a question marathon. Question. So I like a first date to be something like bowling or something fun. Like, let's go to Dave and Buster's. Let's see if you can be able to laugh. Your sense of humor. What kind of person are you? That's an opportunity to see a protector. That place gets a little bit busy. If a man pulls you to the side when there's a crowd or holds your hand and guides you, that shows that he's a leader, right? In that type of environment, right? If you are playing bowling with him, you get to see his competitive side, his winning streak. You can still have conversation in between that, but you're still having an activity, you're playing, you get to see, how he is with sports. It's a different vibe versus you going to dinner and you just talking. It gets dull after a while. It
As the
really
one
gets
percent
dull.
of single men out there, fellas, we got to step our game up. You hear all that? You hear that wasn't even expectations. That was just her being observant. That means get back in that field of being not prideful, but proud to be that type of dude. A little bit of fun. See your laughing, joking side. You know what I'm saying? For you to be a little, well, I'm already a water sign, so you're gonna get my sensitive side probably on the first date. But but
Yeah, the
since
last thing you want to see is a guy that you walking down the street with, and he's not trying to protect you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you and David busting the people pushing you here and there, and everywhere get the crowd is there, and he's not trying to guide
hey,
you, right?
hey,
Because then that shows lack of
remember that movie?
leadership.
That movie Tyler Perry did, the Marriage Confessions, Marriage Counselor. Remember that scene where they went out to dinner, and then after they was heading back to the vehicle, a guy brushed up on her, and the husband was kind of like, "What? What you want me to do about it?"
Mm.
But then when she started dating, she started doing some things else with the other guy, and she saw the difference because he was like, "Hey, back up off her."
I don't listen. I don't want to be ever in a situation that, something bad happens that I feel like I'm in danger. I should feel protected. And I'm not telling them go out there fighting everybody for me. I'm not saying that, but I got to know that he ain't hiding behind me. He looking for protection from Mel. You know what I'm saying?
Understood, ladies and gentlemen. So Steady heard her loud and clear. So note it. Just know, cause ain't no way if that happened, and I'm be like, hey, baby, what if he snatched my leg off and try to run? Like, I ain't got no defense team over here. But
Did you say
yes, I did. So Joseph
somebody
said,
come get him?
nope. So Joseph says, a fun activity provides more comfortable atmosphere. I gotta
I'm
stop.
so mad you got the whole Joseph fun activities. That is crazy.
I read, yeah.
I listen. I'm gonna ask Joseph to come on the panel one day. Joseph, I gotta get you on my panel one day because I really want to hear how you're gonna sound
I
off.
will
You
not
got
be present for that, Joseph.
listen,
Nah, you're
steady,
not coming
steady
for
thing. He
me.
got your voice on lock. So he like, a fun activity.
Your little profile picture look like you was hitting it in the gym. I'm pretty sure you got a nice little tone that you work with. You know what? Let's get off that subject. We gotta get ready to close this show. I hope y'all had fun. We wrapping it up, so don't y'all drop another nothing. Now I'm finna drop my last topic, and we getting up out of here. Okay, so topic number 3, and I know by popular vote, y'all gonna say no. So here it is. Would you help your best friend with something that could land both of you in prison? How solid is your loyalty to your best friend? They call
Um,
you at one random hour in a panicky voice, and they just say, "Hey, if some people call, or if some red and blue come looking for you, I just say I was with you the whole time." Where you at with that? What's your stance, people? Talk to us.
Oh man, that's a hard question. It depends. If it's a misdemeanor, I'm rocking with you. Okay.
Okay.
But if it's something that's gonna take me down for a long period of time, and I don't have to pay that, and it's just like you in there, honey. I'm sorry, girl. I got kids. I can't. I
So
cannot. I
no,
love you,
no
but I
team. Do you
cannot.
want to help me hide the body? You ain't gonna help hide the body. Help him or
No,
her.
son.
We ain't
No.
hiding the body. We ain't hiding the body. So we
No,
ain't gonna hide the body
no,
together.
son, no, no, son. I'm sorry, I
We
can't.
ain't hiding the body. You ain't gonna accept this large briefcase full of
And
random
I'm
cash.
sorry, my friends wouldn't do that. We have that type of friendship that, yes, I understand you're in a situation, but my friends love me so much that they will wouldn't add me into that because they know I have a family to take care of. I think my friends morely would probably be like, "Hey, I'm in a gym and some stuff. Mel, can you take my kids to me if anything happened?" Kind of person. That's what they would. They wouldn't involve me in that. They would more probably look for me to be because I'm Auntie Mel, right? So
Right.
hey, I need you. I know you is a good mom. I'm up myself in the gym. Can you take the kids? Yeah, I'm taking the kids. That's what I'm gonna do to support, right? But no, they wouldn't. My friends wouldn't call me into that. They wouldn't. Same thing for me. I wouldn't do that. I'd probably be looking for an alternate to try to help them out.
It's that. It's that. It's the who is we?
I know that's right, Nunu. All of a sudden they know how. All of a sudden they French and stuff talking about we. Mm-mm,
Hey, what Eddie Murphy say in
mm-mm.
life? Hey, what's all this we business? We got some bad news that little back there. Crazy work.
All this
Crazy.
French they talking, Nunu. I'm not with that bet. Nunu, we from up north. We don't play the nonsense. Ain't no real
Oh
recognized
yeah.
real out here. They know. My friends know what the real is. Call me and tell me, come get your kids, cause you being a big. Don't call me a nigga girl. I ain't no snitch, but don't you pop your lip open, honey. Don't mess with me on my name in that joint.
Absolutely not. I love.
You know? Exactly. They know better, but they know better, Nunu. They know better. That's just what we said. They know better. Don't call me in that nonsense. Don't put me in that
G17, where you
nonsense.
at? Where you at? Have you left the chat? What trip? G17. What my responders at? What my response to T? Oh, hold on. We got Jonathan. Joseph. I'm sorry, my mistake, my boy. Okay.
Guy, here we go. Here we go. Go ahead.
I gotta put my family first. It is what it is. I'll support the best I can, but can't risk myself or endanger what I got going. That's a
I know that's
man.
right, Joseph.
That was a man statement. Go ahead. He wasn't playing with y'all. He wasn't doing it. He wasn't taking the pum for you. He was gonna go ahead and handle his business.
Because
Cause
I'm
he
telling you right now, okay, if I'm dating a man and he about to go down for his friend, honey, you ain't dating me for never.
and Nunu's her counter reaction was, if they ask me that, we are not friends. Friend zone denied, ladies and gentlemen. So
Friends
you
don't do that. Friends don't do that. Like I said, I have day ones, real ones. I have a best friend that's a female and a best friend that's a male. You know what they gonna tell me? Tell me how much that bail money is. That's my friend. They not gonna put me in that situation. I'm not gonna put them in that situation, and they're not gonna put me in that situation. And same thing I would say too. Like, yo, what up? What the bail money is? I'm coming to get you, kind of thing, and we gonna figure it out after. But they would never once put my name in that nonsense.
well,
Bet.
bet.
Lulu.
Sick of it. Sick of it already. Y'all showed up and showed out for the 2026 debut of Live with DJ Steady and
Yes.
Mel. So y'all better show up the same way y'all showing up for us tonight. Y'all better show up for the rest of my projects on Rocksteady Media Network. Yeah,
I know that's right.
you did what I'm saying. I'm gonna do a Maury outro, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to thank my.
We
I
just
would
had
like
another
to.
comment. Did you see the comment?
Oh wait, okay. Before I was finna exit out, we got Ray Sunshine saying day ones. No, not to put you in that position. So
Thank
clear.
you. Thank you.
Some of us probably including me, need to change your day ones. Because if they telling
Mhm.
you involuntarily to do stuff, which y'all know me, I don't have a thinking process when you call me in a panicky voice and you just tell me something. And especially if you don't call me out my sleep, I'm liable to just agree with it because you caught me right out of my sleep. In which case, you are not a good friend to me. And we need
Mhm.
to work on that. Okay.
Work on it. His day is done. It's done. It's done. If you putting me in a position to want not be with my family, it is
Right.
done right then and there. It's a wrap. It's a wrap because again, someone just said that don't put me in my position, and we were never friends in the first place. We were never friends in the first place. You should have never thought about me like that. Call me with asking me, but call me collect and say, "Hey, I'm in here. Can I get help with the bill?" That's what you can call me about when you're in that position.
Interesting.
Get
Well,
Day Day and Poo Poo the babies. Go get the babies at the house with Day Day. He about to go to work. Can you get them? That's the kind of stuff you can call me about. But don't call me to try to put me involved in that.
I I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave the floor open in case we get one or two more comments because y'all have really been tapped in with us. So I want to go as I work on the outro in case any comments come. I would like to thank Mel Trini for linking up for another exclusive episode of Live with DJ Steady and Mel Trini. You know, because this is what we do here on Rocksteady Media Network. Because that is a nice boulder. Okay. But I want to thank everybody that has tapped in, tuned in, supported, shared, refollowed, resubscribed. Even if you unsubscribed and unfollowed, I still thank you anyway. Thank you for all the love and support and for a little bit of distastefulness. It don't bother me not one bit. Uh, I would like to thank the people over at For Fine for these lovely. I'm not even paid. This is not even me a paid drop, but shout out to them because I love my new microphone. You know what I'm saying? And all my audio equipment. And again, shout out to my wonderful special surprise gift that I received because I like this stream. I'm liking it. But the floor is open for my dear compadre over here to go ahead and say her exit speech. The floor is yours. Since nobody else want to comment, we get out of here.
Okay, so I'm gonna do what he want. I know what he wants me to do. You're rocking with DJ Steady and Mel Trini on the mic.
Nope, nobody's still commenting. Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow. All right, we got to get up out of here. We have reached our maximum time. I feel like we put in enough time contributions. More shows are here to come. Y'all stay tuned for Handicap and Chill that will be coming to you on the next program on the Rocksteady Media Network. You know what I'm saying? And make sure if you're a fan of TikTok, I need y'all to go over to TikTok and follow Mel Trini on TikTok. Team Takeoff. Follow Triple Eight on TikTok. Follow G17 on TikTok. Hey, Nunu, I'm gonna try to do this because you got so many personality accounts now. Okay, follow Jonna's Journey. Follow the Nunu Effect, and whatever your third one is, go ahead and leave it in the chat before we get out of here because you just created a whole nother one. But Team Nunu, Team Takeoff, Team Heavy Hitters, Team G17, Team Triple Eight, Team Everybody. But
I know
most
that's right.
but most importantly, Team Rocksteady Media Network. Here as we leave. If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. See you guys. Good night.